I was bat mitzvahed in Israel when I was 13.
Like Stacey, the last time I was in Israel, I was 14 years old.
I went back as an adult with JWI.
When I went to Israel with JMI, I saw and felt things that I had never experienced before.
And it opened up a world that I could never have imagined.
Being in Israel opens you up, and you learn lessons about being a mensch, about being Jewish, about family.
I've always raised my kids in a Jewish home, but I never really understood the power of a Jewish home until I got involved with JWI.
When Stacey lights the Shabbos candles with my daughters every Friday night and I hear the blessing, it makes me feel proud to be Jewish.
I've been involved in JWI for about 5 years now. I love the community of women that I have met. They get me, and it fills my heart and soul. When I returned from my trip, I decided I wanted to step up and help underwrite another bus. We realized that we can impact 35 more families. Not just the women, not just the men, but future generations.
Being part of this incredible mitzvah was life-changing for our family and our children as well.
When I took on a leadership role for the JWI trip, it was so meaningful.
Taking a leadership role with the JMI has given me the opportunity to teach, and it's inspired me to do more and to be more and to learn more.
The communities that are created by our JWI and JMI trips are the backbone of our organization.
If you really want to experience Israel to the max, go with JMI because it's the ultimate way to experience it.
The JWI trip is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it cannot be missed.
Growing up in Israel, visiting Jerusalem was not a priority.
Ziggy was born in Israel, but I wanted him to return to Israel with JMI and experience it the way I did.
My decision to go was one of the best experiences of my life.
It gives you a sense of a higher purpose. And when you return to Los Angeles, they've got the classes and the programs to keep you inspired and growing.
Being involved with JMI and JWI has changed our home.
We sit together every Friday night. We talk, we connect. It changes our entire week. But I've also been taught that the heavens are open when I light my candles on a Friday night.
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
It's true. I do make challah every Friday night.
I love our challah. I'm waiting for it every Shabbat.
I wanted to make a difference in the lives of Jewish families in Los Angeles. It was very important for Ziggy and I to underwrite a second bus for JWI. When I went back the second time, I went as a community leader.
Taking leadership changes you. It gives you the opportunity to tap into your potential.
I became a teacher and a role model.
A highlight for me was doing a complete Shabbat in the old city, dancing with the soldiers on Friday night. It was a first.
Ziggy's experience in Jerusalem touched his core in a way that I didn't even think he knew was possible.
You must go there. You need to feel it. And the JMI experience for me took Israel to a higher level.
JWI inspired me to start learning and to bring more Judaism into our lives. At the time I started studying, I was a stay-at-home mom with 3 young teenagers. I was searching for a deeper meaning and purpose in my life. The trip came at the perfect time and was the perfect opportunity.
After seeing my wife come back from Israel and feel such a deep connection, I thought there was something there for me.
Just like Jeff, it was my first trip ever, and it changed my life.
She told me there's a men's trip and I had to go.
You take something new home from each trip. On this last trip, I was really inspired to deepen my learning.
The feeling of brotherhood and the connection that we make with the other men on this trip is something that you just can't explain. You just have to do it. After this last trip, I decided to take on blessing my 3 daughters every Friday night. It gives me a connection to my daughters that is very powerful.
It's not like any trip to Israel. It's what they provide. The inspirational and motivational speakers, and the spiritual content, it changed me. It changed me, and I wanted to give more.
Kellie and I had such a deep, impactful experience in Israel with JMI and JWI that we really wanted to pay it forward to help others experience the same thing.
Jeff and I wanted to help build the JMI and JWI community. When I see how inspired the women are, just like I was, I feel like I'm really making a difference.
Jeff and Kellie's partnership with us really ensures that we can keep impacting Jewish families.
I went on the first trip as a participant, and unfortunately I was asked to go back as a leader. And as often as I get asked to go back, I will go as long as my wife allows me to.
Going back as a leader with JWI was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life.
I would tell people, if the earth was a person, that Jerusalem is the heart. You must go to connect to this deep and powerful center of the world.